Calling myself the average detectorist. Ugh, no way! Shut up, Sunpal. Oh god, I might have to contact somebody. What is going on? Release your treasures to me! Feels like a lie. So, it's pretty interesting, right? Pretty useful. You can do a lot with it. Sometimes comes in handy. And people have been living next to it, towards it, facing it for years, right? I'm right down into the valleys here. Behind me is an old brook. So not a big river or stream or anything like that. Small little brook. At the moment, dry as anything. I've just actually been down there into the riverbed, and I've come across nothing. The reason I went down into there is that I'm trying to find the location of the old footpath that used to run right across this brook and into the field behind me that is no longer part of the farm that I have the permission on. It's, you know, that guy's farm. The footpath should have essentially ran directly through here, or so the old map says, right? I can't find any evidence of the old footpath or the old footbridge. Never detected this specific field before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus mainly on this lower end because it does go up a bit of a hill. And let's be honest, we all know how I feel about hills. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to get cracking. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let's just get straight on into it. So let's get to it. Let's go. All right. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first signal. It's been approximately 10 seconds, which is a very good sign, nice and easy. The signal isn't amazing. It's a bit jumpy, but I've been all around it. It's more nice than it's not nice, if that makes sense. Could be big iron, could be junk, but I thought we'll dig this one and we'll see how we do. Still using the good spade for the summer until we get some better weather. At least, you know, we've had some rain, but it has not been sufficient. Not in a long shot. It just gets immediately absorbed by the sun, by the ground. Trying to do as neat plugs as possible here today. Look how dry that is. It's horrendous. Right, we're not out. Let's try another spadeful before I get down there. Oh, blimey, I've hit something. Might be big iron, you know, with the sound of that, what I've just hit, because it's not very rocky, this ground. So normally if I've hit something hard, it's probably the thing I'm looking for, which is obviously never a good sign. See, it somehow says. All good, right? Well, somehow here's nada. Unless, hang on. Nothing. Interesting, right. Maybe a bit further down then. Interesting indeed. Right, this is going to be a bit of a mission. Should not have dug this one. So I'll see you in a minute when I've got some out. Ladies and gentlemen, calling myself the average detectorist feels like a lie most of the time. Because I don't feel the average detectorist would make this mistake. This is that signal I just had. We are probably a good foot and a bit down. And one thing I learned is that you need to know when to stop. I'm really bad at it. I'm getting better. Here's what we found. Agricultural iron in the ground. It was deep. It was like that as well. So it was perfect ring facing upwards. And yeah, it's probably 100 or so years old. Could be literally off of anything. But yeah, just junk, unfortunately. Well, on to the next one, I guess. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got another one. Again, it's much louder and it's much higher up in the ground, so even if it is junk, I don't mind. I haven't got to dig as far. It's got a couple of irony tones, but most of it, even more than the last one, is good sound. So let's give it a go. I have pinpointed it already. Whoa. Tell you what, believe it or not, I know you can see green grass here. I think there must be some underground water or something that's feeding this grass. It's in random patches in this field. But this is the toughest ground I think I've dug all year. This single plug here. Yeah, Jesus. Just move that plug nice and out of the way. Oh, that sounds terrible now. Oh no, I think we had two targets here. We had an iron and a potentially non-iron one. Okay, I might need need this, just because of how dry the dirt is. Oh, sorry, that's the sunplow getting caught against the spade. Oh, something there. That doesn't sound good. Shut up, sunplow. It's iron. Oh my goodness gracious me. What is that? Interesting. Weird shape from up here anyway. Maybe a chain? There we go. Oh, God, blimey, I pulled a plug out of the earth here. Big old chain. Look at that. Big old chain. Alright, I'm gonna have to dig some of the dirt away. Release your treasures to me! Gosh. You are. Oh, almost there. Oh, God. Dirt went everywhere. Oh my gosh. I've been foiled by circular shapes. Yeah, that's a proper bit of chain, that. So that's two targets, two junk. I'm clearly, if you'll mind the pun, a bit rusty. Right, on to the next one. Okay, ladies and gents. God, I say that all the time. I'm annoying myself. Anyway, as you can see, so down there, that's where I was digging, just along that line there. There's a little bit of a dip in the field here. Now, there is a little bit of ridge and furrow in this field, but it's not as obvious as some of the other fields on this permission. So I'm guessing, literally guessing at this point, that this might be where the old footpath is. So I'm following it upwards up the hill. I know, pray for me. And I've come across, look at my spade that fell over. I've come across a fairly nice signal. Let me get myself out of the sun so you can, or out of the light so you can see it. I've gone all the way around it and it's about a 30 odd. Alright, we're still in the hole. It sounds like there's a little bit of an iron tone there, but my hope is that there's another iron target in the vicinity, which would be a good thing, because then it means that what I'm detecting is not iron. I've had people say to me, I like your videos, but my God, you talk a lot. Sorry. I get lonely, you know, no one to talk to when Carlo's not here, or, you know, I'm not doing a group dig or anything. I get lonely. And plus, just watching a man dig a hole in silence, I don't know, it feels kind of weird, kind of sinister, almost. Anyway, we're still down there, right. Oh, I see it straight away. Well, I'm afraid it's not It's not anything amazing, but it's not technically, I wouldn't call this junk. So we found one of these before on this mission, and you would have seen it on my last video I did with the old detector. This is an old ear tag from a cow. Yeah, it's not got anything on it anymore, I don't think. I'm going to give it a quick rub up and see if I can... Can't get any information off of it or anything. Normally they would have had like letters or numbers to obviously identify the cow, but this one, as it's an older one, it's got nothing else on it. But yeah, it's slightly nicer signal. At least it's something as opposed to, you know, irony rust. So we'll see what we're going up with, and I'll carry up this pathway and we'll see what we do. We're back. We are back. So I've now got probably the nicest signal I've had all day, and might actually be one of the nicest signals I've had in quite a while. You hear the high-pitched tone of that? A 90. I don't get 90s on this detector very much, so I actually can't tell you what that is. Well, it's changing a bit as we go around it, but it's not. There's no iron. Let's give it a dig and see what comes up. See how weird it is when I dig in silence. Or maybe it was really nice. Let's carry on. Ooh. Sorry guys, I'm breaking the silence. Look at that colour. That's lovely. I hope you can see that. I'm like, sorry. Thing is, right, I actually can't see the screen because it's so bright. So you'll have to forgive me. No, wrong way, Phil. Can you see that? Just there. Just there. It's round. So I can get the old... Just gently. What is that? What is this? Let me zoom you out. Wait, I'm not looked at it yet. See? Oh, no way! No way! Oh, you guys, I have always wanted to find one of these. Oh, I can't believe it. I've got goosebumps. This is... I'm just thinking, other detectors should not be this excited. Oh, I've always wanted one of these. So before I got into metal detecting, I was a numismatist, which is obviously just someone who collects coins. And this is my favourite coin of all time. This is a cartwheel coin. So these cartwheel coins, come on, focus. Don't do this to me now. So these cartwheel coins are from the 1700s, and they were brought in basically because they were supposed to be a physical weight difference or comparison to the amount of money they're worth, so that you couldn't, you know, whatever it was, that was how much it was worth, and that, you know, and you were getting your worth of metal at the very least. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't really talk right now. Let me clean it up and compose myself, and I'll get back to you. But this has made my day, my week, my month. Oh God. Oh, this is so sick. Right, back in a second. Oh, okay. I've calmed down a bit. So, lads and lasses, it is not in the nicest of conditions, unfortunately. Hopefully you can see there, if I can get it to do its focusing properly. You can see Britannia seated with the trident. The trident's nice and clear. And yeah, you've got the little line there for the trident. Yeah, it's not you can see, and it's clear what it is. If I flip it over, I forget which way around it should be, because the head, the bust of George is, it's not clear, unfortunately. I've given it a scrub, and I've wet it a little bit, not too much, but just enough to try and see if I can loosen any of the dried on dirt. But yeah, but you can see, if I can get it a little bit closer for you, and get it to focus on the actual coin itself. Yeah, see at the top there, 3, and then the pressures around the edge. But yeah, I'll obviously, as usual, put this coin at the end with a bit more information for those interested. But I think it's that way. I think that's the way, because I think it's got a kind of a, what do they call it, like a garland kind of thing around his head made of leaves. But I am over the moon with that. I gotta carry on. I gotta keep going. What am I doing? I'm wasting my time. I just want to keep looking at it. Right, I'll leave it there. Gosh, you won't believe this. So I've just finished putting the oil back and everything. You would not even know I was there, right? Here's the hole. See this little line here? That's part of the first plug I dug. And I was just going back over, and there's another decent signal there. I didn't hear that before. I wonder. 83. It's a high number. Again, not as high as the cartwheel coin was, but could this be another coin and maybe a pocket spill? Has happened. Not to me, obviously, but it does happen. Oh, my camera's a bit wobbly today as well. Oh, the sun's gone up behind a big cloud, which is lovely. But it does mean that the lighting is not as nice, but it's fine. Okay, come on, out you come. Silly plug. All right, let's go. Interesting. Let's get right down with the sun power. Interesting. So it's not the same tone as the cartwheel, but the cartwheel was facing perfectly flat. Right on it. Guys, come on, guys, what is going on? What is going on? It's not a cartwheel coin, tell you that for nothing. But it is a coin. Oh my life, what have we got here? This one. You're joking. Oh god, it's another George, I think. I've got a fly going on my head. Bugger off you, this is mine. You are joking. Sorry, get it on the camera, Phil. You are stupid. Guys, there's a date on it. I think I can read that. Hang about, give me 2 seconds, sorry. I think I can read that date. All right, I might need to clean it up. I think it's 1805, guys, which means that the odds are this is a pocket spill. That you must have dropped both of these coins. They're around similar era. Right, guys, there's Britannia. You can just see a trident there. Let me give it a clean up and I'll get back to you. Guys, it's insane, isn't it? It's just unheard of on this channel. We're not supposed to find things like this. We're supposed to find, like, Red Bull. Come on. What's going on? 1805, I'm pretty certain of that. But I will give it a better clean up later on. You can just see the bust. It's a bit clearer than on the cartwheel. Big old schnoz there is kind of, I think it's supposed to be like Romanesque style. So you've got like a toga kind of thing there, and then you can see the laurel, I don't know what they're called, flower, like fucking leaves in his hair. Oh gosh. And then the Britannia is even harder to see on this one, I think. I mean, you can see it. There you go, that way around. Seated there. I've just never seen anything like this on any dig I've ever been on. Normally everyone else finds the stuff, I don't. God, I started off so poorly as well down the bottom, where I was expecting to find loads of stuff down that bottom there, but clearly people kept falling over walking down this hill. Let's see what else is here. You guys are going to think I'm making this up. Look, right, so there was the penny that I just found. I think it's a penny. I tried to look, but I couldn't see what the denomination was. The cartwheel was here, I believe. And guys, similar tone, right in the between the two. Come on, surely not. Surely not. Oh, that, the detector's still going mad over there. It might be even more. Oh god, I might have to contact somebody. You know, oh god, if coins are found close enough and there's enough of them, who knows? Interesting. See, here's the old plug. So if I dig that out, I've got now a bigger hole. Obviously, I've already dug the coin out of that plug, but is there another one? Come on. Alright, we're getting something now on the old pal. Interesting. So like I said, it sounded as good as the other coins, but it's deeper than the other coins. Guys, it's another coin! No way! Oh god. Guys. What is happening? No, it fell. Look at that though. Look at the imprint there, the green patina that's left over by the oxidization in the soil. Flipping heck. 1806, I think this one is. Guys, this is a coin. This is a pocket spill. This is a pocket spill. Unbelievable. I'm trying to think if I've ever had a day where I found more than one coin. Maybe. And maybe once found two, but they would have been, you know, maybe 1920s. No. Do you know, I don't think I've ever found more than one coin, and I'm on my third one in the same spot. This one is the Britannia's a little bit clearer, a bit nicer. Obviously I've not cleaned it up, and I don't think I'm going to take you guys away to clean it up. I think it's very similar to the coin we just found. Yeah, the soil is toasting these coins up, but good, and I tell you, they're just astonishing, guys. I can't believe this. Almost dropped it. God. Let's see what else we can find. Is that going to be it? Is that going to be the last one, or is there going to be more? Well, there's only one way to find out. Alright guys, there was no more from that coin spill, unfortunately, but God, wasn't that amazing. But carried on a bit further up the hill. The last video I did, where I was using the older detector, I found a really, really nice, big pocket knife. Which was really cool, and I think I found the baby version. Look at this, it's all in pieces in the ground, unfortunately, so I've pulled out as many of the bits as I possibly can. But yeah, it was a pocket knife at one point. You can see where the shape of it and everything. It's been in the ground a little while, I think. But yeah, interesting that. Well, on to the next one. Good lord, guys, you will not believe it. So I'm working my way down and getting a couple of junk finds, so nothing to record, and then I get this one and it's a bit iffy and it's super deep. I mean, look at the depth here, look, right down there. That's almost my entire trowel, and I think that's probably a good, I don't know, 10 inches or so. But look, boys and girls, look what we have here. Is that coin number 4? I think it is. Let me stand up. The sun is scorching today. I had a nice reprieve for a little while, but not anymore. What have we got? Oh, this one is mighty toasty. Let me give it I might need to give it a clean up and get back to you. Alright, I've given it a gentle brush and I've just wet it just a little bit, just so I can see if I can get some of the detail to come out, because it is really, really poor quality, really toasted. But I don't know if you can see it at home. There appears to be a head looking to my right. I think it's another George III, you know. Other side is just as bad. And you, oops, sorry, I almost dropped it. And you do have a bit of, there is an edging to it. So I mean, it's 100% a coin. And yeah, my money's on George III, but this is going to take a little bit more cleaning up and examining back at the lab. Yeah, coin number 4. God, I don't even know what to do with myself. This is just insanity. But yeah, wow. I'm going to stop now for a little bit, have a well-earned drink and some grub, and then I'm going to do a little bit more. But the sun is starting to get quite warm now, so I don't know how long more I can be out here, because I haven't even put sunscreen on, believe it or not, which is really, really stupid of me. But yeah, so all right, see you in a bit. I tell you what, I think they were paying their labourers far too much, because the amount of coins that are coming up is just ridiculous. I've still not gotten to my car to have lunch yet. This is just insane. And again, I think it's George III again. Just about to see his bust there, I believe. Looking to my right. I wonder if we can get a date off of this one. It's a bit toasty. It's a bit toasty. I don't think so. Wait a minute, that doesn't look right. It's off centre. It's off kilt. Look, you can see the ring. Oh, I'm so thirsty. The car's just there. Just want to give this a quick brush, gentle brush. I'll put it on camera for you so you can see I'm doing just a gentle brush. Because something's it's definitely not sitting right. Yeah. It's almost like it's been misstruck when it was made, maybe. Don't know if you can see that, the lighting up at that wagon. Yeah. I am so close to the car. So close to getting a drink. Alright, see you in a bit. I'm sorry, guys. As well as it's going, I'm just too warm. And yeah, I don't think it's going to get any cooler until later on this evening, and obviously I'm not going to be here at night time, so I think we'll stop here for now. I will 1,000,000% be coming back here the next time I'm detecting this permission. This was insane. I've never had any kind of luck like this. So yeah, I'm sat here. I've got me cheese and ham roll, which is now more like a melted cheese and ham roll. Somehow my Yorkie bar seems to be alright. I haven't opened it yet, but back to regular scheduled filming, hopefully. And yeah, I got nothing else to say. This was just so good. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see more information about what we found today.